So I'm here today with another video. I'm going to be talking about something that I absolutely love, and it's something that is so amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and get into the video because a lot of people have been wanting to get this item, and it's something that has been sold out twice already, and I happened to get it on the second try, or the second launch rather, and I'm so excited. So it is the Jaclyn Hill palette. This thing is amazing. Like, seriously, one of my favorite palettes ever. And I'm going to go into detail about it, talk to you guys about it and how I like it, how it works. I'm going to do some swatches for you guys just so you can see the quality of this palette. So when I received this in the mail, I got this brown box, and inside of that box, this was like the bubble wrap that was outside of the palette box, just to keep it safe. And here is the box it came in. So here is the Jaclyn Hill box. It's not super fancy as far as like quality, it's just kind of like a paper, you know, squishy box, but it is really cute looking. I do like the packaging and the font and all that. And then on the back it has Jaclyn Hill right there. I hope you guys can see that. The only thing I found a little bit weird is that there's no paper in the box that tells you what each eyeshadow name is. So I was kind of a little bit bummed about that because on the actual palette there's no eyeshadow names on there or anything like that. But I know online they do have the names listed. So onto the actual palette itself. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but all I know is I got this on the second launch. So I woke up at 7 in the morning just to get this baby in my hands because I just really wanted this palette. Me and my sister were talking about it and we're just like, you know what, let's just get it because we've never tried Morphe products before, and honestly there's no regrets here. I don't know if this palette works any different than other Morphe products, so maybe in the future I'll buy some Morphe stuff just to see how the quality equals out to, because I know Jaclyn Hill talked about this palette a lot and she was saying that she put more like pigment into these and more work into these, so I don't know if these are technically better than just regular Morphe stuff, but I will try to get back to you guys on that in the future. So the front looks like this. I don't know if it's in full frame or if you guys can see it because I don't know if there's a glare. Mine is a little bit dirty, so excuse that, but because it's white, that's the only con, is that it'll get dirty very quickly. As you can see, I have little like smudges and there's like little kind of water drops from when I do setting spray. But yeah, this kind of got a little bit dirty. And then the back has Morphe and Jaclyn Hill on it. It has like the little like initials, which is pretty cute. So onto the actual inside of the palette. This is how it looks. Super pretty, and I love that little touch on the top that says this palette is dedicated to all my loving subscribers, XO Jaclyn. Super cute. As you can see, I've definitely used this. Me and my sister have been using this almost like every day. There's such pretty colors, and pigment is like incredible on these. The only con that I have about this palette, which I'm actually kind of surprised isn't in here, is a nice like light matte cream shadow, because in here there's only the shimmers of the light cream colors, so they're both like really almost like highlight kind of shades, and I would have loved to have a nice like cream matte shade just because I don't always want a really sparkly brow bone, which I don't hate, don't get me wrong. Sometimes this girl just wants a nice matte light shadow, so that's the only thing that I kind of was missing in this palette. But as far as the other colors go, this is honestly such a beautiful palette, and you can tell a lot of work went into this. It's just so pretty, and I'll do some close-ups because I know it's kind of hard to show you right here. I'll do some swatches for you guys too. I know this might take a while as far as swatches go because there's so many colors in here. I am not a professional swatcher or anything, so I will try to do my best to swatch them correctly. So I'll start with this light shade. Again, I don't know what they're called because I don't have like a cardboard thing. I could look it up on my phone, but I don't know, I'm just kind of lazy. Just kind of swirled it really lightly twice, and that's how that shade looks. If you can't see the swatches on here very well, again, I'm going to do close-ups so that way you guys can see a better angle of them. So that is the whole top row. This second row next. And there is the second row of the eyeshadows. And again, I did not press very hard to even get any of the pigment to come off. It honestly is so creamy and buttery, and it just is super pigmented. Going on to this third row now. And that is the third row. They're super, super pretty, and again, super buttery, super pigmented, and they blend like a dream. Alright, so just 2 more rows to go. I just like rubbed it pretty rough, and it still is like stuck on my arm. Look at this towel, like there's just so much pigment. Alright, so I'm going to be going on to this one where the purple starts, which is the second to last row, and that is the second to last row. That is technically the 4th row. I'm going on to the final 5th row of eyeshadows. I feel like I've been seriously doing this for a long time. Look at that color is like stuck on my arm. Lord help me. I don't want to look like I'm all bruised up or something. I feel like I'm exfoliating my arm and it low-key kind of hurts. I'm doing this last final row. I am done with the last and final row. Okay, so I'm officially done swatching and I'm going to clean my arm off. This towel has seen its day. This makeup wipe has just given up on me. Yep, this is not wanting to come off. So I will have swatches on my arm for the next couple days. This genuinely feels like it does not want to come off. Actually having to scrub pretty hard because these pigments are no joke. So as far as the pricing goes, I think that honestly it's such a good deal because there's 35 shadows in here and it ended up being 38 bucks. I also used her code JACATTACK and it did take off a couple dollars. I really do think it's worth it, and it's so good. It's so creamy, buttery, it blends well. I was actually in such a rush today, so I didn't really get to do my makeup really nice, but honestly this palette is such a lifesaver, and even when I don't feel like wearing makeup, I just kind of put a little bit of the shimmer shadows on my lids and it looks so nice and almost like natural. The looks that you can create with this palette are honestly like endless. You could do so many looks with this because there's so many neutral shades, but there's also nice like smoky shades and pops of color. So yeah, overall I really do recommend this, and like I said, the price is totally worth it. Now I know in other countries or outside of the US, I think you have to pay a lot more for shipping, but I do think overall, even if it does cost a little bit more, it is definitely worth it, because if you go to Sephora and you get any eyeshadow, like it could be, you know, the Naked palette, or it could be, I don't know, like Too Faced or something, they always cost about $50-something, and this one is honestly so good. You get 35 shades, which I don't know if any other palette has that many at Sephora for this price. So honestly, I really do recommend it, and if you can get your hands on it, that'd be awesome. And try to use a code so you can save some money. I know Jaclyn Hill has hers. I think it was JACATTACK. I don't know if it's the same code still. I know some other people have affiliate codes too. I'm trying to think of what kind of eye look I want to do if I do a video with this, because I'm just so indecisive, and every day I don't even know what color I want to do because there's 35 shades in there, so there's so many combinations that you can make with this. If you guys like this review of the Jaclyn Hill palette, let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. You're amazing, and I'll see you next time. Bye!